Hey everyone, this is Matthew, and we're gonna go ahead and hop into the Cleveland video. Uh, so some backstory to this one as well. We were having the blackout pep rally, so I figured I would do a black and white theme. And paired along with this, I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and have like a kind of a throwback theme. So I have this. I knew the song "Mama Said Knock You Out." I knew it was really good, and I knew it would work well. So. Um, I decided to use it, and with it, I used this kind of early 2000s, kind of grungy, almost, yeah, I'd say grungy, kind of like rap video. Not really, but kind of just this grungy look where it's, again, high contrast, crushing the blacks, as I've said. It's high contrast, black and white. I add this film grain effect, this film effect. I add, what else did I add? Saturation. No, I didn't. Let me think. I think it's just that. Just film grain, film effect, and, oh, obviously, black and white. But even though this looks like it's black and white, this is actually called a quad tone, because it's more than just black and white. I had black, gray, light gray, and white. Um, so that had to be custom done. Otherwise, the logo kind of looked weird. And I think I inverted colors as well for this. So I used this fish eye effect as well, along with some TV channel effect. Add uh, the changing channels there. You know, it's kind of that staticky looking effect, and you have the scan lines. Um, so that's kind of, and paired with all the sound effects I did. All the sound effects you hear, I had to engineer myself with just finding stuff on the internet and putting it together. So, you know, that's a TV turning on and the static of a TV, and I kind of have this up and down static, and you know, I remove I add the I don't remember exactly what I did to do this, but I boosted something and it made so just these this part of the logo would show, but it still had that static in there. It looks awesome. I'm really proud with how that came out. And it was pretty simple to do. Um, and then that's the sound. You'll hear more of sound engineering in the Sandrock video with the beginning of that. So again, you can't see it too well in this recording, but if you watch it, hopefully you'll be able to see that there's like film grain, and you can kind of see this. Yeah, it looks awesome. It really looks awesome. Um, so I wanted to make sure people weren't confused on why I did this playoffs thing. I knew we were already going to playoffs. The reason I did this video, or this video, is because we won Cleveland. We had a better chance of doing well in playoffs. So I wanted to, with the shot I had of all the guys, I wanted to kind of get hyped for playoffs. So that's the reason I did that. This is a great shot of Cox to PJ. He throws it right in line with me, and it's just as awesome. I had a great angle, and he just kind of steps up and just slings it to PJ. And PJ does a great job again of not getting tackled, just making guys miss, making it look easy. LL Cool J says boom explosion right when I make Lustral hit this guy, and he does his great executioner taunt. Pretty awesome. Just John Ross just running again. Again, these guys always go for his legs, and it works here, I guess, because he kind of falls. But you better move. He jukes right when LL Cool J says you better move. Competition's paying the price. This is when Luttrell breaks his dude neck, right there. This guy had whiplash probably for a few days. Everyone got super excited. I didn't see it immediately. I bet these guys on the field had a lot better view. But this guy just gets absolutely smoked by Luttrell, and you hear everybody in the background go ooh. And I have this great shot of all the guys getting hyped up, and Luttrell saying it's easy. That's a great. John Reese in the first quarter had like I think like 2 sacks or 2 tackles for loss. He had three plays that were either tackles for loss or sacks. He kind of went off for a bit, so I wanted to make sure that was in there. This is PJ getting an interception, which was really big for us. Any turnovers we got helped a lot. I'm gonna take this itty witty world by storm. This is when Cox gets a big hit. Um, the guy doesn't even have the ball, but Cox just levels this dude, and that's pretty cool when our quarterback can level a dude, and he pops off pretty good. Cox has a great pop off there where he throws his hands down, and you see his head shake. It's awesome. This is us getting a touchdown, which is very important. Even though it's not a crazy play, it's good to show that we get the touchdowns, and Hunter pops off a little bit. And this is just a long play where Hunter breaks away a little bit. Again, I really hope that I wouldn't get in trouble for using the song. There's no language in it at all. But there are parts where it sounds like he says something if you're not really listening. Like here he says gear shift, but shift could almost sound like something else. So I wanted to make I was hoping I wouldn't get in trouble for that. And later on, I cut it out just in case. He says damage a lot in a row, and that also almost sounds like something. So I had to edit the song a good bit. The song is like almost 5 minutes, so I had to cut out a whole minute here and there. But yeah, there's a good pause when we get. This is a great tackle by PJ. He pretty much there's a great shot right there. You see all the regrets this guy has right in that little frame. But I mean, PJ just tosses him at the ground. That's awesome. And then he walks over him and like looks down at him. I made sure to kind of reiterate that right there. And that's awesome. He just he's like, I don't even care anymore. Gotta look cool. John Ross doing a great job of making guys look like they don't weigh much, and you just run through them. Cox does a great little fake here when he looks. I don't know what exactly he does, but he does it well enough. Right where he does that, it looks like he's going to go that way, and then maybe go the other way, and then he actually goes that way to fool that guy, and it works out really well. That was a big play. I think after this, we got screwed by the referees who said we fumbled it on the 1 yard line, and that sucked. Again, he pops off a little bit. This is just a punt. Or sorry, a kickoff or whatever. I don't know what it was. It was a bad kick, but that was a good return by Caden, I think. Again, this is a touchdown. Gotta show him. Two touchdowns by Hunter and one by PJ. This is an awesome play. This is towards the end of the game, and I didn't get the shot. I lost the ball as soon as the quarterback threw it. That's why I had to use the game camera. Thankfully, the game cam here was really good, and it was, right down the pipe. You can see the ball perfectly. The guy wasn't moving the camera, thankfully, and it's just boom right there. It's an awesome shot. And as soon as I see where action happens, I get back on the camera, and you get high definition and see Cox pop off, and he points towards the sky. That's one thing I noticed. There's twice in this video where we point towards God, which I think is pretty cool. And one of my favorite parts of the video is when PJ points it, and I'll get to that in a bit. A good little option. Hunter does a great job stopping, making sure he doesn't get tackled. This is a huge pass. You don't really see how big it is until you kind of look back at it. I'm sure if you're in the stands, you saw how long it was, but that's a lot of hang time. And Brian does a great job of not only catching it, but running with it and not getting tackled. Here, this was halftime, and I thought this was kind of cool. He says destruction, terror, and mayhem. So I wanted to get, when he says terror, I include when the guys all shout, which is pretty cool. And this is, I do this before the big play that wins us the game, pretty much. And here I had all the angles, and I want to talk a little bit about why I didn't just use my camera for this play where PJ catches the touchdown. Again, I didn't get the shot. I was at the back of the end zone, and the huge, massive padded goalpost was in the way. So I lost the ball as soon as Cox threw it. Thankfully, I had 3 other shots because Coach Chad was filming it. The game camera was filming it, and Benji was filming it, and I was filming it for what I had. So I had 4 shots to use here. So when the audio cuts to it, when he says, I think, farmers, and they go, what? Farmers what? Farmers were ready. That's 3 different cuts or 4 different cuts when I switched it. I just switched cams. There's one, and there's one. That's Chad's. And then I switched to mine. You see the goalpost there. And thankfully I got the celebration. So it worked out really, really well, even though at the beginning, everybody was like, "Did you get that? Did you get that, Matthew?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did," even though I didn't. I was like, "Yeah, I got it." So I felt pretty bad because I missed 2 of the biggest plays of the game on my end, but it worked out, and the video turned out really well. So the rest of the video, okay, so there, Cool J says, "I gotta thank God," and PJ points towards the sky. Obviously, I kind of planned that a little bit, but I think that's just, at the end of the day, we all gotta thank God, and I think that's pretty sweet. And then that is when we almost lost the game, but it was last play, and we tackle him, 1 second left on the clock, and time expires, and we win. And the rest of this was just great celebrating. There's a lot of celebrating after this game, including the unseen 7-Up thing when Coach Chad got the sodas and opened it with the guys. But this right here is one of the best moments of the whole season, and I had really milked it pretty good because I used it in the tearjerker and in the Santa Rock video. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is the Cleveland commentary, and I'll see you in the next video.